You wake up to discover that your head is hammering and your heart is pounding so hard you feel like it's about to pop out and say hello. You're sweating, your mouth is dry, your eyes are bloodshot. You try to find words to describe this sensation. You settle on absolute devastation, although you don't feel that does a complete justice. You feel like a grenade has been detonated in your chest and you move around trying to pick up the pieces and pack them back into your ribcage, but they keep falling out in big bleeding chunks. You cry. A lot.
Day 2. You wake up. You look at the clock. 7:45 a.m. You decide not to go to work today. Again. You close the curtains and take 2 sleeping pills. You wake up. You look at the clock. It's 8:15 a.m. You try to breathe. Slowly. Remind yourself, you are not dead, although this must be pretty close to what death feels like.
Day 3, you discover that everything reminds you of him. The shower reminds you of that walk you took when you got caught in the rain and you both got soaking wet, and how at the time it made you really mad, but now you don't need anything to be soaking wet again. The colour of an apple reminds you of his lips, the softest in the world, and how your lips would melt into his when you kissed. A bird reminds you of his half laugh, half chuckle, and how you hated that. Or so you thought. You thought a lot of things at the time, most of them were wrong.
Day 4. You try very hard not to call her. You surprise yourself by succeeding. For a whole 5 minutes. You replay every second of your time together, over and over again. You wished it could have just been an umpire. You could have just stepped in and stopped things when they were going wrong.
Time out! Day 5, you pray. You can't remember how to pray or exactly why you were praying, but you decide to pray anyway. Your prayer goes like this. Please God, bring him back to me. I will do anything on earth if you just bring him back to me. Also, kill her. Kill her and bring him back to me. Amen. P.S. Please don't really kill her. I feel bad about that. Bring him back to me without killing her.
Day 7. You ask yourself, why do they call it a break up? There is no up in this. From the way you see it, it's all down, down, down. It's hard to imagine going any further down than you currently are, but you're sure you're about to find out just how that is possible.
Day 8. You try to think of all the bad things about him. Then you try and think of some more. You give up when all you can think of is that he occasionally wore quite unflattering tidy-whities.
Day 9. You try not to imagine her lying in bed with him. Her head resting on his shoulder, slowly rising and falling with his breathing. His hand gently stroking her hair. You try to stay busy. You wonder if cutting your toenails repeatedly is classed as busy.
Day 11. You remember how you once drank 12 tequila slammers and lived. You wonder if you did it again whether you might die. Think at this moment, dying might not be such a bad thing. After all, this whole death thing seems to be a very bad rap.
Day 12. You think about crushing your head in the vice. At least if you crushed your head in the vice, the pain would momentarily distract you from the pain in your chest. At least for a little while. Or you could cut off your left arm. Oh no, your right arm. You've always been rather fond of your left.
Day 13. See, day 7.
Day 14. You thought things would start to get better by now. They don't. This may also have something to do with the fact that today is her birthday. Try not to think of a birthday dinner with her. Presents, kisses, laughter. You fail.
Day 15. You congratulate yourself on getting to day 15. Is it really only day 15? Damn it!
Day 16. When you are working out, you imagine them together. The surge of pain and anger makes you exercise harder. You are happy you found at least one good thing about them getting together. You suddenly felt quite weird about this. You resolve not to think about them again while you were exercising. Distract yourself with Facebook.
Day 17. You log onto his Facebook. Bad idea. In a message to a friend, he writes,
And I met these total babes the other weekend. Catch up soon, dude.
This is a slight setback. A wave of red hot emotion surges through your body like acid, and you feel like you're right back on the first morning after, raw and bleeding. You also feel a touch annoyed that you're feeling all this about someone who uses the word dude.
Day 18. You go over in your head
The conversation you will have with him one day.
when you run into her at the supermarket.
In front of the frozen food section.
How are you? You look awful.
Oh no, I'm lost without you.
You'll be okay. Everything happens for a reason.
It's hopeless. If you don't come back to me, I'll kill myself with these frozen peas.
Why don't you try to shut up?
How are you? You look awful.
I know. I'm lost without you.
You'll be alright. Everything happens for a reason.
It's hopeless. If you don't come back to me, I'll kill myself with these frozen peas.
Why don't you try it sharp enough?
Day 21. You think about it most in the morning. No, you think about it most at night. No, don't. You think about it most in the afternoon. Or maybe it's when you wake up in the middle of the night from a dream about it. Decide to call it a tie. You have a bit of a nothing day. This is slightly better than a goddamn bloody awful day.
Day 24. You listen to every depressing song ever written. You find yourself listening to Whitney Houston. The greatest love of all is learning to love yourself. Oh really, Whitney? Is that what you told yourself when Bobby Broun smacked you up? You come up with a new plan. You'll be the best of friends. You'll all go out to dinner, you'll drink lashings of red wine and hear how wonderful he is and how fantastic she is and how they're so happy together. You decide to come up with another new plan.
Day 26. You wonder what she's doing now. And now. And now! Your life feels really empty without her. You try to plug up the hole with other things. Food, alcohol, Netflix, masturbation. You are not particularly successful.
Day 27. At 1:17 a.m. after watching a very soppy movie, you decide to send him a text. It simply says, I love you. I hope all's going well with Jess. The next morning, you regret this. You just want to give him a hug. You just want to give him a very big, long hug. In fact, you want to give him such a big, long hug that you disappear into his arms and are never seen again.
Day 28. You wake up to find yourself experiencing a wave of righteous anger. How could she do this to you? After all you've been through, how could she say she's in love with him already? They only just met. How dare she? This lasts for most of the morning. You enjoy it.
Day 29. You think you're feeling better, but you're not sure. You've had this feeling before, and feelings can be very deceptive. You decide to take your temperature.
Day 30. You're on a bus, looking out the window.
It's a fairly ordinary day.
You feel a strange expression on your face.
You check your reflection in the window.
You are surprised to see it is a smile.
You think this is probably a good thing.
You're not exactly sure where you are going, but
You decide it's okay to continue the journey.
But